Hello and welcome to more map making with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB. You're very welcome. So, hope everybody's good, everybody's fine, and I'm just going to carry on where I left off yesterday, terraforming mountains, because mountains. And I said I was going to start over behind this waterfall feature mountain and add a little bit of shape and definition over here. Yeah, a little bit of City Skylines map making before I start work for the day. Real life work will get in the way today. I just know it. Yeah, let's do a little bit now, and I'll do a little bit more tonight, and we'll get this thing done in the next couple of weeks, or maybe a bit more. Plenty to do with it though. Plenty of love needs to go into this thing. All right, how's that? Is that gonna do? It's tucked right in the corners. Doesn't really matter if it's not visible. That's much better shape already. I've achieved. I've definitely achieved. That adds a much more pleasing shape to it. I'm also thinking maybe at the back here we could trim this down a little bit. I'll just use the shift terrain tool a little bit here. Brush strength down a little bit. And brush size down a little bit, and we'll just take out a little bit of the, we'll use the softening tool in a minute just to make that slightly more pleasing rather than just all the circular lines going on there. How's that? There we go. Yeah, I think that's a bit better as well. Anything else I want to do around here? Do you know what? I don't think I care. I don't think I care. It's going to be deep in fog, and people will be looking at the pretty waterfall instead, won't they? The pretty waterfall, which isn't finished. Far from it. Okay, so us terraforming mountains and hills is where we are today. Next one. I think I need to... Hi, Poetry. Love me or else. I love you. Actually, that's not true, Poetry. I lust you. I lust you so much. Oh, you are such a lucky Flynn. Bonbon lust is not really on anybody's wish list, I promise you. Anyway. Or maybe it is. Somebody needs to let me know. Oh, dear. Yeah. So I've got some work coming up in a little while, but right now I'm thinking we'll just give this a little bit of a, no, I'm gonna have this coming. See the dark line coming across here? I'm gonna try and utilize this ridge here, like so, using that bit of dark terrain. Maybe we can actually do something there. Well, that makes it creepy. Hello, baby. Oh, now you know I'm single. No one wants to put up with that ever. Oh dear, it's hilarious, isn't it? I'm fine. I don't mind if people don't want a bit of bonbon. It's fine. Probably doesn't help I'm called Bonbon. Never mind, let's not go down that path. There is a lot of inappropriateness. Alexander killed his father Philip. I can't see the rest of it at the moment. After Philip declared another son to be his successor. Don't worry, you're single too. Ooh, hey, poetry. Little bit of Bonbon and Flim poetry going on here. This is great. Ah, dear. Oh, fantastic. That ruined the mood. No, I've lost it now. Don't worry about it. I've lost it. That motorbike. It's just taken the wind out of my sails. The only wind you'll get in here is wind you don't want to smell. The south wind. There you go. Bonbon's personal south wind. You don't want any of that. I'm having too much fun. I shouldn't. I shouldn't allow myself to have fun. It always ends up in heartache. Nothing but a heartache. Right, so this shape is better, but still not amazing. You know what? I think we need to have this coming out at a height here. Even this area needs to be built out. I could probably lower some of this down in a minute, but don't think it's got the bulk that it really needs. Is that bulk feeling? That's just a bit better, you know. This is a bit better. Right. I'm just going to take out some of this on the top here. Right, let's have a little look without the lines on it. General shape now is, I think what makes this work better is because we've got this ridge coming out here. Does feel like a dam, doesn't it? What a dam this is gonna be. Wow. Boom, boom. Flood this entire valley to about 8 miles deep. Yeah, dearie me. That could be crazy. Crazy dam location. But anyway. How am I going here? Is this more to my feel? You're male. Don't touch me. No, BonBon. No. The problem now is you're assuming your own gender, okay? Ah, dear. Yes, it's what a world we live in. What a world we live in. It's changed so much. So much. In no time. I mean, it only seems like yesterday we're in the 1970s telling racist jokes and jokes about mother-in-laws and jokes about the gays and campness and whatever. And, well, that's gone, isn't it? Well, I mean, you could say good thing too, but is this lake meant to have an island in it? I think it is. Let me help this island up a little bit. Not sure if I want an island in here, actually. I don't think I do. I do not think I want an island in this lake. I know I did, but I think that is plan gone. Yeah, that is definitely plan gone. Right, so this shape is definitely much more fun. Well, fun. More dramatic. I think aesthetically I'm much happier with that. Itchy back. Itchy back. Got it. We're going to elevate this area here. This definitely feels... I'm going to put a temporary holding circle on it, because that's got to be elevated somewhere in there. And kind of makes it feel like this whole area here has got to have something running along it. But then I don't want it tying into this ridge here. So what I'm thinking is, oh, that was wrong button. Let's push the brush strength up so I can actually control this thing. So if I were to, in fact, easiest way to do that, just undo the button. There we go. Undo was better. I think something like that. Is this going to be... I think this is going to be... Right, I've got it. I've got it. I have got it. and I'm going to give it to you. There we go. That's there, which will go higher here. And that's actually going to work really well from the start square. Down the start square looking over there. And then this peak here is going to break into this. Yes! Perfect! Perfect! Oh, yeah. That's better. I'm a little bit happier now. Right. Not sure what sort of shapes we're going to have there. What sort of shapes? What sort of shapes? Well done. Eloquence, Bonbon. Eloquence. Not elephants. Hannah Poo isn't here yet. Oh, could we do a little butte? Oh, we could have a butte. Oh, no, 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 no. This can't happen. Not in the BonBon map. What is going on? It's going to be a butte. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll just take that height there. Don't like the angle it's going in. Let's undo all of that, and I'm going to switch the angle. Oh, hello. How did that happen? This height here. I think it wants to come this way. I think. Maybe that way. Yeah, that's better. We'll do a little angle on there. Right, so we've ended up with an unexpected butte. I want to move the sun a second, because the cliff shadows at a distance with this theme don't always look the best. Time of day. Ooh, I think I might have to do some work on those shadows. Also, did I increase the brightness in here? I did increase the brightness. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do a bit of etching here. Excuse me. Back with you. Alright, sorry. Let's have a look. It used to be the greatest way to honour something was to laugh about it. Now the greatest way to honour something is simply not to talk. True. True, 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 true. Odd to see a mess of the screen. We got messes in Scotland that are green. There's not really much that isn't green in Scotland, really. Speaking of that, one thing that always bothered me is the reward buildings you get in Cities Skylines are thrice the size. Yes, totally with you. The unique buildings in Cities Skylines 1 were mostly horrific. Mostly horrible. Not usable at all. Definitely looks like Cities Skylines 2 might have the solution to that. I'm trying not to affect the cliff. No, come on. Oh dear. Ouch. Let's see if I can level out some of these edges a bit. Yeah, it looks like they've, with the signature buildings idea, definitely looks a lot more interesting. Might resolve that. Like I say, there are a few. I mean, my last build, I never finished it because the game broke, because mods, but I was going to use them all. The vanilla mall, unique building, I was also planning on using the, I don't know what it's called in the game, but the big arch thing, you know. I had an idea for that. That would have, I think, worked. Within quite close to the mall, actually. And it would have framed the mountain perfectly. But, yeah, sadly never going to get to do it now. Don't plan on doing any more major city builds in Cities Skylines 1. Unless, of course, Cities Skylines 2 sucks. Which it might, you know. It might do. We don't know. It won't. But it might. That, other than a little bit of terrain detailing with a bit of gouging, I'm happy with that. That works. I'm just going to mute the mic while I have a quick cough. I'll be right back. I think I'm back. It'd be nice, instead of having regions, they had themes based on architectural styles. Well, they do, I think. Oh, well, they do. At the moment, we have the theme. The themes are going to be, to start with, European, which I would call more Central European, I think, and North American, which seems very generically USA. And then, no doubt, they're going to open up new themes, such as Japan, UK, whatever, where they will introduce, there's going to be hills here, definitely, they'll introduce themes there, and it'll be architectural styles, a neo-Gothic theme, yeah, something like that. You could have neo-Gothic as a theme. I mean, I'm not sure how that would translate with what's it called, road signs and stuff, but or content creator pack will probably cover that. Somebody will do a neo-Gothic content creator pack if they ask them. Who though? Hang on, there's a thought. Who's good at neo-Gothic? Armesto. They could do neo-Gothic really well. There you go. There's my nod. Bit of Armesto for neo-Gothic. Possibly Zarix as well. Would be quite good at that, I think. Right. So anyway, we've just put in the worst hill in the world. I mean, come on. That is absolutely rubbish. Yeah, okay, well recognised. I'm impressed with my own work there. So good. Right, let's do some elevating of this. Basically what I've done here, we're just going to ignore. Alright. Okay. Yeah, and I think about here. There and there. Right, let's see what we get if we oh dear, that's awful. Try that again. And then one off down this way. Maybe one off down this way. Oh, managed to miss that completely. Try that again. Yeah, that'll do, I think. And then you can have one of those this way. Have one of these this way. probably exactly the same. One of these down this way, which give us access one way or another down to this little hidden mesa or plateau or something. European and North American are not, bear with me, I'll read it, regional, not architectural. Well, true. Yeah, I think that's where the content creator packs come in. Higher brush strength is, oh, got the wrong button. There you go. Once you get the right tool, everything starts working, doesn't it? Yeah, I think you're looking more for the content creator packs for architectural styles, and then the themes is more for the generic stuff. So you want neo-Gothic, but do you want Romanian neo-Gothic, or do you want Australian neo-Gothic? So you have the style of building, and then you'd have the roads and the generic buildings. There's always going to be some generic buildings. Am I going to have another mesa? I don't think this is going to be a mesa. I think it's going to be rocky though. Let me do a little bit of that, like that. Do you know what? That might work. That might work. Yep. I do want to extend this a little bit more harshly along to here. So let's do a little bit of that. Soft brush. And a little bit of softening here. How's that looking? Yeah, that's better. That leaves us just this last one. We'll use a similar style here as well. Brush strength up. Chinese postmodern. I believe you. I absolutely believe you. I don't have any opinions at all. Tudor style. There you go. English Tudor style. Oh, faux Tudor style with all the wood frames. There you go. That's a good one. Wood frame buildings always look beautiful. Faux Tudor. To just extend this a little bit down this way. Oh, still got the wrong bloody key. Come on, I have clicked it. I did click it that time. I know I did. And a little bit of softening here, but not too much. Right. I think probably, yeah. So from the start square area, which is here, when we look over that way now, we have levels of mountains. It's not just that mountain ridge. We've got different heights, breaking up the shapes and sort of like tapering down to the coast. This again, this is going to be a castle here, so a foreground castle. One thing I do want to work on though is this. There is something here that I like the shape of this plateau. I like the big lake. Probably want to narrow up the river slightly, but that's not a big concern. But it feels a bit odd that the water sort of like does all this winding and then it kind of is pretty close here. So I want to do an eyeball like a breaking thing. not break your eyeballs, but to extend this ridge around on this side. I don't mind if it actually pushes this plateau out a bit in size. Let's do that. So if I grab that, bring the plateau out a bit, and we'll just build up. There we go. Along this way. Along this way. Just to build the ridge up and to separate this from this. So it's already separated, but I mean possibly even. Okay. Okay. Let's not go overboard. But something like that, and then we'll just come along these edges. Needs to be slightly more interesting, but having a ridge like that, I think, helps to separate this from this. And then if you use different sorts of foliage as well, so thick green dense foliage in the valley, and then maybe conifers and maybe lighter foliage up here, I think that'll do the job. That will do the job. Neo Tudor, yes. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Nobody wants guano in their walls. Yeah, true. Very, very, very true. You can find guano these days. Yeah, you've done well. I'll put a ridge along there. In fact, each ridge can become a little softer as we head down towards here, and that one I think needs to be softer still then, doesn't it? So having built this up, we probably need to take it down a bit. Maybe even oops, didn't want to take that out. Smaller brush. How's that looking now? I think on the bulk is looking much better. The shape is actually okay. It's just this inner ridge now, which I think I'll just use a softener along. Come on. Brush size larger. And then along here, just take out this edge there. Right, how is that feeling? I think this bit here needs to be built up slightly. Not a huge amount. Let's put in too much and then take it down. Yeah, it's a bit much, but it does want to come up there, and then take some of it out. and along here for that matter. Smaller brush in there, soften up. Oh, blimey, that's the wrong button. Not liking that. Go back to where I was. There we go. Ooh, excuse me. In fact, bear with me just one moment. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back and alive. Right, so what was this here? Sorry. You were saying something there. There's a chain of motels in the US called Super 8. Of the building shaped in the Tudor style. Why not? Listen, it's a good style. It's a bit dated. In fact, you can almost very specifically name the dates the Tudor style is from, really. Oh dear. Right, so I am determined to make this work a bit better than hang on. A bit better than I had it, right? Smaller brush. And we'll etch into here a bit more. Maybe I'll try it with the single brush. How are we looking here? This is better, isn't it? Right, so now only problem now is, well, this is still poor. This needs to be more defined. But also the ridge around the top doesn't match these hills, so I need to do something more bulky and defined with this area. It wasn't my plan. Slightly more brush strength. We're going to take forever otherwise. Actually, you could transition. I think that transitions well. Hang on. So this ridge, rocky ridge, but in the singular, long transitional into grassy. Do you know what? Other than adding a little bit more bulk here, I think we're done. I think that might be all we need. Yeah, that's all right, I think. So yeah, this this part down here is a fail. Is a fail. Let's, in fact, so much of a fail, I'm gonna floor most of it. We'll give it a bit more oomph here. And we'll oh, come on. There we are. How's that? In terms of bulk. That might be about right, you know? It's almost there. Almost there. How about... There we go. I think that plateau is much better now. Definitely needed some ridge running along here. And then we've got a valley we can play about with. Good, good. This area over here is fine now, with the mesa and a couple of small ridges there as well. This is all fine. There's the castle. I think I probably need to start working on the castle of some description. The problem is detailing should be left until late. But it's distracting, especially when you've been doing the same thing for days and days and days and days. Sometimes you need a bit of a break. And looking over here, I was building this up for hills, so I think that might be... Is that the last bit of hills we've got to do completely from scratch? I think it is, you know. Well, okay. As this is the last bit of hills we need to do completely from scratch, let's do them. In fact, that one wants to be the highest. I'll choose something near about that height. And then two mediums, one about here and one about here. No brakes. It's a myth, you need it. Handcuff yourself to the chair. Yes, let's not talk about handcuffs. Brush size. Ooh, ouch. Okay, let's... Hang on, what sort of height we're going to get from these? Nowhere near enough. Do you know what? I'm gonna go wild. Okay, I'm gonna go for that. See what happens if we really push the boat. It might seem too much. I know it looks too much, but I think we need the bulk along here. Right, now use the slope tool. It's a bit of a stretch, but let's see what happens. Sometimes you do something like this, you get something really unexpected. Start square is here, so I think maybe if we extend this way, not start square. 25 tiles. Do. There we are. Do you know what? I think we can make this work. And then hang on. There. Game lag? Not good. Thanks, game. Just when I was doing something. It's done it again! Right. Hang on. What? Why is the game lagging on me? Have you finished? Probably autosave. Probably autosave. That's what I put it down to. Yep, seems to be fine now. Do you know what? I think we need to go that way. Because the shape of these mountains from this angle, yeah. We're still going to get good shapes whatever angle, but if we'd done that this way, they would have been a little bit lost, I think. Maybe, possibly, a little bit. And again from the top. I'm going to get a larger brush this time. And from the top. From the top. This is looking more like shapes, I think. There we are. Bring this down a little bit more, and then that's down to about there. And then this needs to fill in. Larger brush, more strength. Probably be more sensible just to do that. Be quicker and more sensible just to do that. How are we looking now? Not bad. Not bad at all. Kind of like this sharp edge on this one. It's all good. All good. All good. Go. Speed mountains. These are coming together really quickly. little bit of flooding here, but I think we will fix it anyway in time. Right. So I don't entirely love them. And that's because here is lacking. There's no transition in here. I think that's it. I think that is basically it. They're quite iconic. This clearly needs to join in with the party. And how am I going to do this? I think I'll do it from here and from here. We'll do some softening in the middle. There we are. Look at that. Ah, the mountains are easy. So it would seem. Anybody here other than poetry? I mean, I like poetry. They're fun. But you can be fun. Use the chat. Say hi. Oh, and if you are too shy to use the chat, please just click the like button right now. It would really help this channel a lot. There we are. Whatever flooding that was is going to disappear. Have I actually got the simulation running? I do. Okay, so what is next? I think it's now this barrel of land, which is something I'm not going to do now. I think we'll come back and do that. That'll be tonight. I'm going to be terraforming tonight as well. Just getting a feel for the landscape. These plateaus, again, they've had no work done to them. They are the right shape, the right size for what I want, more or less. But some of these edges need to be made more interesting. These are just stock placeholders. And the same with the waterfalls. There's plenty of stuff in detailing around the waterfalls I want to do. Shapes of the lakes, edges of the rivers. I mean, the rivers are just gouged at the moment. Now how I feel about my rivers. So yeah, the rivers are currently just a gouge. So therefore I will come back and do some work on them. But yes, so today we've put in this ridge along here with the mesa, a couple of rocky outcrops along here. We've built out this knuckle here. We've built up the spine of this plain elevated plateau here between the lake and the valley. We have, that's it about there, isn't it? Well, we started the episode with taking out a little bit of the bulk behind the mountain here, which helps to balance, that is chiseled around this side this way, but also maintains the framing of the waterfall, which has got no detailing on it at all yet. And we've just put in 3 little pointies along here. I think they'll do the job. I think that'll do for the morning. How long have I actually been streaming? Less than an hour. That's quite a productive hour, I think. So yeah, it'll be... Oh, these look great from this angle. I like this. Yeah, this, as maps go, is starting to feel like it's got a bit of personality. Started off with no personality, now we've got a bit of personality. Oh look, my water's filled in as well. Probably want to taper. In fact, hang on, let me do a bit of tapering. That's a bit round, I want it tapered. Brush size small. So maybe something more like that. And then soften to take out some of the... There we go. A bit of temporary flooding. That will sort itself out. That will look better. Right. Good, good, good. I'm going to go and get myself ready for a day of real work, because you know, YouTube doesn't pay the bills, not on its own anyway. I will be back on tonight with more of this. So thanks if you've subscribed to the channel, if you've hit notification bell. Thanks to Poetry Flynn for keeping me from feeling lonely. That's what the chat is all about. Anybody else on the chat? No, it's just poetry this morning. So thanks for that. I've had a good time. Hopefully you did too. I'll see you again a little bit later on. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. I have no outro, so this will, as always, go straight to end. Take care. Have a great day.